I see this all the time. Contractors, they don't spend enough time on their social media. They don't feel like it's worth the investment. They don't get a return right away, so they just don't do it. Or even if they do it, it's very lazy. It's posting here or there. They have 36 construction companies in our portfolio. They range from $2 to $10 million a year in sales. I just want to share with you 5 tips that we think works really well, especially in terms of getting as much juice for the amount of effort that you put in. And so I have 5 ways. One of them is actually a contractor that their Facebook account basically got deleted, long story short, and they just started a new one a couple months back, so it's kind of new, not a lot of followers. However, the company is doing $3.5 million a year in Seattle. Shout out Greg, by the way. The quickest way to get engagement, and especially if you're running paid ads, the more credible your social media account looks, the better returns you're going to get on advertising. So a lot of people wonder why their paid ads don't work, but then when somebody clicks on the ad and they go to their page, you lose the sale right there. So we're doing a giveaway basically for people to follow, comment, tag somebody, and in exchange they get entered into a giveaway. Now you want to make sure you're compliant, but with that aside, the key is to figure out what your business can give away either for free or for extremely cheap. So in this case, Greg built a planter box, which is basically one of those boxes that you can put plants in. It looks really nice. He built it using scrap wood from projects that he had, and so it took him about a week to do it. And he just did it in his free time, which is dope, by the way. So again, we're running ads. We're going to spend $250 to basically market it to everyone in his city that is a homeowner above a certain age, et cetera, et cetera. You can do this targeting on Facebook. But in order for them to enter, they have to obviously follow the page, like the page, and tag somebody else. This is a little technical, but this is a great way for the Facebook algorithm to actually see that homeowners in your area are engaging and reacting with your account. Because as you run paid ads, it's going to use that data to actually show ads to people similar to them. And so the more you can prime your Facebook ad account with people that are potential customers, the better your ads are going to work. Just imagine it's much more well lubricated, this marketing machine, if it has people, homeowners in your 10, 15, 20 mile radius of your business that you can actually serve. It has much more feedback and data points to operate and find more people like them whenever you run paid advertising. A way to get followers, likes, comments overnight, and something we highly recommend. Number 2, and this one kills me because I'm going to say it, and I know most contractors won't do it, but it's basically intentional engagement. And so if you're posting content consistently, then you need to be commenting on every single person who comments on your post. And you need to take 30 minutes to basically go through your home feed, go through other people like real estate agents that might have similar audiences as you, and follow people, like their posts, comment on their post. If you're already creating the content, but you're taking time out of your day to show up on other people's radars by commenting, liking their posts, following new people, then you're sending more traffic back to your account. And it's really lazy to just post stuff over and over and over and then not do any engaging on the platform and then expect it to grow. Tip number 3, and this is a mandatory for all of our portfolio clients, but you need to make sure that if you have subcontractors or if you have a project manager or somebody who goes to the job site every time a milestone is completed, they need to take photos. It needs to be part of your SOP or your systems. Like they have to get content every time a milestone is done, not only for the homeowner or the client to update them, you should be doing that anyway, but so that you can have this Google Drive or Dropbox or wherever you want to store all these images and content that you can use later on. If you build up a bank of basically content, you don't even have to post it right away, but it's nice if you can go back to a job when it started, when you finish milestone 1, when you finish milestone 2, and then when you complete the project. If you can show all of that, it's going to do wonders for you in terms of marketing your business, your services, and the quality of your work. This goes without saying, but you should do a final walkthrough of every single project that you do so that people, when they look at your feed, can immediately determine, okay, this is what they do, this is the quality of their work, and then they are already selling themselves. That's the whole goal with this content. Tip number 4, which kind of adds to this last one, is anytime you have a happy customer, you should be asking for a testimonial, and you should have a testimonial framework. So these are a few questions that you ask every single time that tell a story so that if somebody else watches that video, it's much more relatable. So a lot of these testimonials are really, it's not genuine. It's not a real testimonial. It must be the owner's friend or something like that. So a few questions to go through are like, well, how long were you thinking about this project? What were your fears before getting it done? How many contractors did you reach out to? Why did you choose us? How did we do? Obviously, that's the one everyone asks. Go, how was our communication? Did we help you overcome those fears that you had throughout the process? Would you recommend us to friends and family? You want to ask questions so that somebody can really feel like they're in their shoes when they're watching these testimonials and they can imagine themselves. Because if they can imagine themselves as a customer giving you a testimonial, then they're more likely to actually purchase your service. And tip number 5, this is one that has a lot of leverage, is to look at interior designers, architects, real estate agents, other local services and local home service providers, and basically do collaborations. Do a post for a post, reach out. You can do videos where you're both collaborators and it posts to both of your feeds so that both of your audiences see that video, and therefore it makes sense to do that. If you hit up 20 real estate agents and they each have 1,000 followers, you just got access to 20,000 people from their audience that you're leveraging their credibility for your business. And so, again, reach out, network, hit up people. And again, it's mutually beneficial because hopefully you have some sort of audience. So therefore, it's a mutually beneficial trade. But if not, pay them a little bit of money. And people overcomplicate it. Just spend some time on your social media, whether it's you or somebody you hired. Like, make sure it's getting done at a high level, and therefore you will actually get the results. It's too many times that people try and shortcut their way, right? And because they shortcut their way, the social media just doesn't grow. And it's basically they're just going through the motions and it's not really doing anything. It's a bonus tip, but it is you can upload the thumbnail of every reel or post that you have. And so therefore you might have a minute-long video, and rather than using the image from a random part of the video as the thumbnail so that when people see your feed, that's what they see before they click on the video, you can upload a separate image. And therefore you can be really strategic and think, if somebody's looking at my business, what do I want to show them when they first, like at first glance, right? And you can think of like that wow factor, right? When somebody walks in to a kitchen remodel, there's typically like that one wow factor, whether it's open, whether it's the colors, etc. So it's like when somebody opens up your social media page, what is that one wow factor that gets them engaged so that they start watching your content? I hope that this video was useful. Again, we work with a lot of construction companies, and if you feel like you need help with your marketing, you can schedule a call with us below. But again, these are things that if you do today, you will grow your business faster, and I hope that you do. Good luck.